Hey, it's the beer video volume, whatever. We're back. It's another week. Um, the Supreme Court did something. But before we get to that, Helen, I did something tonight for the first time in my life.
Oh, what's that?
I was gonna have you try to guess, but there's no way you would guess it.
You talked yourself out of buying a Funko Pop.
No, I've done it before. I've done that
Sorry,
many
I got
times.
to climb on you for the Funko Pop wall,
I
man.
haven't been buying as many of those, by the way. Like I've maybe in the last year bought like a handful. Um, Yeah, no. I don't know how I got this far in life without having this happen. I think it might mean that I haven't lived that difficult of a life. But for the first time in my life, I had to emergency pee in a bottle.
I'm sorry. Oh, boy, that's rough.
Well, it's like the story is just a cavalcade of errors. And if there was ever a time, like I've always kind of thought the universe kind of is against me. Um, but I was pretty convinced of that tonight. Like we drove to get pot. Well, Jade and I drove. We went out to get pot, and we both ended up buying pot from different dispensaries. Same same brand, but like different locations. And the other location is further away than I thought. So we did all this driving to like go to these two dispensaries. So in the meantime, I had walked the dog, and so I had a bunch of water. I peed before I left the house, but then in the car I drank a can of Coke, and traffic was just insane. I don't know, because it's 60 degrees, so people are like, hey, let's all go out and do stuff.
Oh yeah, we had kind of liars spring, I think I described it
Yeah.
as.
Yeah,
And yeah, the first day after, when it's above freezing, just everyone acts like they just took a party drug.
that's exactly what's going on in Pittsburgh. So it was like from getting from one end of the town to the other generally doesn't take that long, but it just took forever. And I just felt the piss. Like I'm just like I'm leaving Lawrenceville, we're driving up the hill, and I'm like, I stopped to get beer. I stopped to get the beer for the beer video. They don't have a bathroom. Fuck, fine. So we're driving back. There's a Target. I was like, I'm going into the Target and I'm gonna piss
There you go.
because, yeah. And so we're joking, and I hit every single red light through the through the Bloomfield area, all the way through East Liberty. I'm not joking. We hit every light as they hit. Like there's a string of lights, and none of them were working together. As soon as one light turned green, the next one turned red. The whole way down the street. So I'm just like dying by the time we get to Target. And I was like, the only thing that could possibly go wrong here is like the men's room is closed for some reason.
Was it closed?
Yes!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it is.
And so I'm like, what am I gonna do? Because like there's no other place around here where I can go. It's like I'm gonna piss in the parking lot or so I went and I bought the worst flavor of Gatorade, like the biggest bottle of Gatorade possible, the worst flavor. And I check out. And I see a woman, yeah, like there's a woman working there, and I was like, are any of these restrooms like, are they all closed? And she's like, well, you can use the family restroom. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I go over, it's locked.
Oh
So I went to
my
my car,
God.
I sat in the back seat, I pulled my pants down, I poured out the Gatorade. And it was like one of those larger bottles, like I don't know how many 32-ounce bottles. Poured the whole thing out on the onto the parking lot and managed to fill that thing 3/4 of the way up.
Right. Well, I think all the piss fetishists here have been satisfied.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well,
It's
yeah. I've definitely had that happen. I had to text Matt like, "Hey, like unlock the door. I'm coming in sprinting." Um,
Yeah. I've had a lot of close calls, but like I've either found a place to go or I got home.
I've definitely pissed behind a bush or two in my day, but
Yeah.
I try to cut down on. Anyway,
You don't want to talk about pee anymore?
no, I
Okay,
just
that's fine.
we recently installed like a middling quality bidet at our house. Highly recommend.
Really?
Yeah, we first did that during COVID and it
Yeah,
really got on the need to buy toilet paper.
that's a good idea. Good call.
Even when people aren't hoarding it, it's just convenient all around.
Oh, it's
Um,
yeah. I mean, it's not cheap.
no, God, everything's too expensive these days, as everyone knows.
Yeah, well,
See, I'm trying to think of anything that happened in local news. Despite reports of the ice drawdown, they're still quite active. So,
that's what I saw.
yeah, if you want to donate to local Minnesota charities, again, Ashley Fairbanks resource, standwithminnesota.com, I think it is.
It's the
Um,
same link we've been using, right?
yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
it'll be back.
And
Yeah,
I
let
will
the
I will make a minor correction here. Ashley Fairbanks no longer lives in Minnesota, though she is from here. So
okay, okay. Yeah,
I'm
well, it's gonna be in the bio. Don't worry about it. I don't think that's the reason why all the right-wing shitheads found us last time. By the way. I think it was the toilet paper USA reference. I just think they had their little trainer panties in a bundle and
God, it's possible. I don't know. I don't know who name searches for this stuff, but
me
like
neither. Yeah.
again, I will urge you to get a better copy. And I this is not a left or right thing.
Mhm.
I think if you spend your time sitting searching out stuff on the internet that you know is going to make you angry, like that's not a good use of your time.
No,
Um
not at all.
Even if I agree with you, like it's not a good use of your time.
Yeah, there's no
Uh
reason to put yourself through that.
yeah, and and I'm not saying like, oh, it's all the same because like if you are a generally somewhat compassionate like lefty person that does this, I'm like, okay, well, that's bad. You're gonna like hurt your brain doing this and it's not helpful. If you're a right-wing person, for example, barging in onto our tiny little YouTube channel to say that like the guy ICE executed had it coming, I think I think you need to sit with yourself for a while and think about like what led you here and why you would feel compelled to say something like that, especially to me, who lives here.
Yeah,
And I didn't know Alex Preddy, but as we've talked about, I have friends who did.
same.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
okay, enough of that yakking. We're here for beer. So I have Devil's Knock, an oatmeal stout from Just Plain Wrong. And
Just
I have had a couple of their beers and really liked them, but I haven't really bought them that much because, and this is extremely petty, I don't like their label art.
I've done that.
Um,
I agree. I no, I there are beers that I'm the same way with. And it's
yeah,
not fair, but it just
they are not exceptional in this regard. I said the same thing about Spiral and 56 Brewing recently, I think. So, higher graphic design. Well, okay. One thing I can say about this is it definitely looks like they did their own graphic design and didn't use any AI slop. So,
that's good. I mean, that's a plus. Yeah.
I just hate their font choices, and it looks like they kind of use clip art, which is fine, but
Let's see that. Put the can up again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
act font and kind of like public domain images here, which is fine. Just I don't know, don't like it.
Better than AI. You're right. You said it right already.
Oh
Better than
yeah,
AI.
at least shows effort and intention, and
Yes.
I do appreciate that level. And I did actually check this glass to make sure there wasn't any crud at the bottom, so we will no longer have to have the oh, was it from the beer or something else? So yeah, this is an oatmeal stout, 7%. Um, and this is my one of my IKEA glasses, so nothing to say
Nice.
there. Kind of unusual that there's no head here,
Yeah, wow, that was yeah, you're right. That's a
but
pretty
or hey, I'm learning.
And you can see the carbonation, so it's not like it doesn't look flat.
No. I don't know if my nose is just stuffed up or something. I don't really smell much of anything.
Oh, mine is like all week. While you're drinking, I was walking today and we're having really high winds and like when I was walking, like I was getting dirt in my mouth and garbage.
Okay. This is really good. I need to pick up more of their stuff because, and I also need to pick up more stuff I think I'm not gonna like because
Yeah.
I like to say, oh, this is great. But no, this reminds me of like a bowl of oatmeal I've just stirred some maple syrup into. Even though it's not maple flavored, it does have a subtle malty sweetness that kind of makes me think of that.
Sure.
Hmm. I actually have to double check. Did they put anything in this? Yeah, there's no maple on the label, but that's what it tastes like to me.
Hmm.
Which is yeah, it's very good. But it's not cloyingly sweet the way like
Yeah.
dessert stouts are. It's just sweet enough, I think. My one tiny, tiny complaint is like texturally, I wish it had a little bit more body, but I'm nitpicking. So
Yeah. We gotta find some negatives, right?
I'm not really a negative. I think it's just a preference.
Well,
Like
yeah.
this is still a reasonably like medium bodied stout, but it's just like when I've got strong flavors like this, I want to feel like I'm drinking bread, you know?
No, I hear you. I feel like when I drink those, I want to run it through a strainer and have stuff on the like left in the strainer.
No, this is really good. Um, just look, I get it. Graphic design is your passion. Like, dude, like, I don't know. I would hire an artist. I don't know. Who's that guy we both know that's from here that does all that really good logo art? Steven Wilson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot he's from there. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Um, okay. I don't know what kind of prices he commands. Perhaps he's a bit out of budget, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like if you look at Hammerheart's labels, Austin draws half that shit. And just they have like such a such a gorgeous look to them, generally. Like between the
Yeah.
font. But okay, this may be a personal preference thing because they look like a metal album cover and we're both like metalheads, so it's jingling keys for us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think there's something to that though, because I mean, you want somebody to look at your beers and you want to, yeah, the can's part of it. I mean, the presentation is part of it. And if you're not drawn to it based on what's on the can, that is a negative. That can potentially, it has with you, it's kept you away from some beers and it's kept me away from some beers. So
well, it hasn't actively repulsed me much, but
that's not what I
like,
mean. I just mean like you haven't been drawn immediately to those beers.
right, yeah. Like I wouldn't say this art is bad, it's just kind of dull.
Yeah.
Which is how I felt about 56 and Spiral Brewing. Um, and yeah, like sometimes if I'm in a rush or just don't know what to pick, I'll just pick out like can art that looks funny or interesting or whatever. And sometimes that's led me to some really underwhelming beers, to be honest. But
Yeah. I
uh,
think, oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. So fuck, I'm blanking what I was gonna say.
Beer
Uh,
art, cans.
the can art, blah blah blah. Oh, right. I think I may have done one from them before. They did a pickle goza. That was really good, by the way. I know how you feel about pickles, so I wouldn't personally recommend it to you, but I think Scallywag, and that actually had kind of cute label art. Like
Yeah.
I had this like what looked like a hand drawn in MS Paint drawing of a pickle in a pirate outfit.
Yeah.
Super cute. Actually, they do more label art like that,
Yeah.
please. Like
Yeah.
just get goofy with it. Like
Yeah. I mean, I don't like
usually,
pickle beers, but if pickle is your primary ingredient or whatever, your primary flavor, there's so much shit you can do with that.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think that we should make this, even though I did buy my next week's beer already, I can hold it a week. Next week, let us both commit to buying something we don't think we're gonna like. And I don't mean like the Hulk Hogan beer like I had. Like, let's buy a real legitimate beer that we don't think we're gonna like.
Okay, yeah. Trying to think because Omnibibulus, which is the beer store I usually go to, they carry all local stuff and they don't generally carry crap. But you know what?
But
The
I don't
place,
mean go for crap. I don't mean go for crap. I mean go for something that's probably a good beer to some people, but you don't think you're gonna like.
you know what? The beer store a few blocks from my house has carried the last three Iron Maiden beers. And if Bruce and the boys have come out with another stinker, I'll have to pick that up.
There is a, oh shit, they just did a collaboration. And I don't remember who it's with. Shit. I gotta look that up. I know the last time they did it with that fucking Columbus brewery. Well, actually they're from Scotland, I think, and they ripped off people's art. I don't remember what they're called. Brewdog. Um, but this one's not with them. It is with a reputable. Oh fuck. I'll look it up and let you know. I can't remember off the top of my head who it. Maybe it'll come to me, but uh, yeah, but yeah, anything Bruce driven, beer wise, I should say.
I still don't believe he's actually like a craft beer guy,
How could he be? He has so much other shit going on.
right?
Yeah, you don't have time for this, Bruce.
No.
Come shirts.
So mine is Danny DeVito as Frank Reynolds
Yes,
as art dealer Ongo Gablogian.
yes.
Anything I want.
It's so good.
Yeah. Matt bought this for me because he thinks that Frank is my spiritual cousin, and I argue with that.
As long as you don't eat garbage.
I'm the trash man.
This is a repeat shirt. I'm wearing it at the gates. Today the first single from the final At the Gates record came out. Um, so to celebrate that, I listened to the first track. It's the 3 minute long Crusher. It's fucking awesome for a guy who he had throat cancer, didn't he? Or mouth cancer, tongue cancer?
One of those,
One
yeah.
of them. Sounds great. Like you wouldn't know any difference. You wouldn't think that guy was sick.
No.
Yeah, not great, but I mean the song's fucking great, but I mean just yeah, it sucks losing Tampa and here's to him. Um
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about him recently because I was listening to that new Arch Enemy single, and like you can tell their new singer has listened to a lot of At the Gates. Like I spaced out after I put it on and thought to myself like, did I put on an At the Gates B-side or something?
all right,
Because
I'll have to listen to it. Is it worth listening to?
it's not mind-blowing, it's pretty decent. I did not like Alyssa.
No,
Uh,
I didn't either.
okay, cool. I was feeling rather alone in that.
No, I felt like they were specifically just going like, let's try to make some money.
You know what? It's one of those things where I feel like I don't like saying I didn't like her because like she's got a lot of people that hated her for kind of He-Man Woman Haters Club
Oh yeah,
reasons.
I don't hate her. I have nothing against her.
Right. Like I don't hate her personally. And I think the band picked her because they thought she'd be good or whatever. Like, I don't know. I thought her singing style was too metalcore-ish. I hated her old band and
Me too. Yeah.
anything during her time in Arch Enemy to dispel any of that notion. But New
Yeah.
Gal's good.
Okay, I will give it a shot then. I was skeptical, but I'll give it a shot. I don't want to, be that guy.
Yeah, I think Angela Gasso is a pretty tough act to follow.
Of course.
And I especially with me personally, because like Wages of Sin was one of the first like extreme metal albums I ever really listened to.
Yeah,
Um, I was coming out of like listening mostly punk and hardcore and like I would and I discovered like Swedish melodic death metal and
sure.
yeah, that album was incredible and I will stand by that.
Me too.
Um, yeah, and people made such a big deal at the time about her being a lady and like like there was all this back and forth about how technically talented she was and
Yeah,
like let's all look back on this like without the everyone losing their shit over gender that happened in the early 2000s and we can say like she's a very good like kind of mid-range death metal singer. Like I think she sounds pretty much like Jeff Walker, who she cited multiple times as an influence.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, my beer, is from Grist House. It's called Double Vice. It's a Burundi and Bali Blue Moon coffee porter. Pretty minimalist art, which Grist House does. Their art generally is, minimalist but pretty classy looking. 6.6. And I believe the coffee was supplied by Allegheny Coffee and Tea Exchange, which is local. This is obviously a Pittsburgh brewery. And long live the Resistance. There you go. And let's all remember who the Resistance actually is. We just do this all the time. Oh, hey, this thing is spitting at me. Okay. Wow. Ah, open. Damn it. Wow. Really had to. I was trying to do it in a way where it wouldn't splash across the room or my face. But I don't know. Sometimes you take it in the face. So pretty decent head. Um, you know, dark, dark, dark. A little bit of caramel coloring. But darker than a lot of porters aren't like pitch black. Like they're kind of like tend to be a little lighter than a stout. At least the ones I've had. So
Mhm.
it's pretty dark. But here we go. Oh, that just smells like coffee beans. Oh boy. So this is definitely one where the coffee is, you'll get like a stout or a porter or whatever that's coffee flavored or whatever, and it's more like the coffee is sort of like there, but it's not. You can tell it's a stout or you can tell it's a porter, but there's a little bit of coffee taste to it. This is coffee first. Um, this has the. Let me see if this makes sense. You know the smell whenever you freshly grind a bag of coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, we grind coffee daily because
Okay.
we use a French press.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This tastes like that smells.
Awesome. Love it.
Wow. This is really, really, really good. Um, there's a minimal hop essence to it, but it's light. It's not, and here's the other thing too. Uh, Despite it being, pretty heavily coffee influenced, it's not that bitter. So, you know, if you can manage regular coffee, like the bitterness of a regular cup of coffee, then you can handle this. It's the same type of bitterness. Um, really tastes, oh God, it tastes good when I'm talking. Like I just feel like I had a really good sip of coffee. This is excellent. Um, I've never had anything bad from Grist House ever. But this is fucking up there with any of their beers that I've had. This is absolutely fantastic beer. Yeah, man. They couldn't have nailed this any harder. Just the perfect, and again, like I said, like it's the flavor is coffee before the stout or before the porter, but it's also not. like blindly coffee. Like you're going to remember you're drinking a beer. Like that's not going to, you're not going to forget that for a second. But man, just an excellent tasting beer. It tastes great when I'm talking. Like the aftertaste is great. The bitterness is perfect. Um, we've been doing this beer video for a long time, so I don't like to be hyperbolic, but this is one of the better beers I've had on the beer video.
Good.
So I
I'm
really got to try
one.
to find next week. I think I'm gonna hate just to counterbalance this. But yeah, really nice work. If you, I would like to taste this on draft. I can just imagine what that's probably even better experience. But wow, yeah, nice fucking work. If you're local and you can find this, do yourself a favor and pick one up. Pick up more. Pick up a 4 pack or a six. I don't know how they sell it. Maybe it's a 6 pack. Pick up a case. Buy them all. Go get a keg. All right, sorry. Just get a can. You're fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this flavor.
Did anything dumb this week happen that we should talk about?
I'm sure. I mean, like I really haven't read much news today. But I did see that, the Supreme Court for like way too late, but did roll back the tariffs, the global tariffs, and little baby president afterward had a temper tantrum and added another 10% tariff because he
Yeah,
thinks
I
he's the
thought
fucking king.
he did like a whole like Facebook rant about fake friends, but it was a press conference, I
Yeah.
think.
You're not supposed to be making friends, dum dum. Oh,
Well, the main manufacturer of my rings, my chainmail is based in Canada. So
well, maybe that'll be good. But
yeah, um, I'm hoping this doesn't fuck me too much. And yeah, I don't know. It would be nice if our economy didn't collapse. I have to
it'd be
go
great.
on vacation to Europe in a couple months, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it'd be nice if the euro to USD exchange wasn't totally fucked.
Sure would be. Yeah. I mean, there's one of those things where it's like, I want Trump to fail as a human being and fail as a president, but it's also a thing where it's like, but I also don't want the economy to go to hell. Like, I also don't, because that means people are out of work. That means people are already out of work and people are already having a hard time buying food and paying for other things. But it's like, but you want the economy to be working. Like, you want people to be comfortable and be able to afford their food and be able to afford utilities and be able to afford some fun every now and again. So a president kind of
Yeah.
has to do well. And it's not the only factor. I know that, um, but he's just failed left fucking right and just he's a goddamn baby. And so it's like the Supreme Court gives him a 6-3 ruling against, and he just shits his pants, probably literally, and
Mhm.
just has a temper tantrum in front of the world. Okay, pedophile, settle down. Take the loss, be a big boy.
When if that person from a couple weeks ago is still hanging around and is about to point out that Bill Clinton was on the Epstein list, you're
Oh,
barking up the wrong tree, friend.
we've said it so many times on here. Fuck Bill Clinton. Throw him on
I
the
need
trash
to
heap.
pass the need for the Clintons, you know,
Oh
like
God. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, their reign was
also, you
basically
know,
a fucking center right reign anyway.
on a tangential note, I don't want to hear shit from James Carville anymore. Like,
Oh God,
he has
I
been
know.
a candidate since I was a child, and I am not young.
You
So,
know, yeah.
what are we doing here? Why are we still listening to this man?
He worked for one successful campaign and that's it.
And
Like
Bill
what
Clinton
else?
has like incredible charisma.
Yes.
As you know, as a Bill Clinton disliker, that's a thing I can admit.
No, Trump has it too.
No,
Like Trump has charisma. Well, he doesn't have it as much now, but when he was
yeah,
coming up, he did.
brains are leaking out his ears right now. But
Right.
yeah, the guy's on TV for a reason.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Yeah, you're exactly right. Bill Clinton has charisma. That doesn't mean you like him. It doesn't mean we're like endorsing. It's just you're just you can acknowledge something in another person that you don't like. I don't like Bill Clinton.
bullshit artist, you know? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And so anybody, like, I do not care who ends up coming out in those files. If you're in the files in an incriminating way, because I know there are people that are in them that are just like Bruno Sammartino, legendary professional wrestler from Pittsburgh, legend, is in the Epstein files, but it's because Epstein was a wrestling fan, and somebody had emailed him to tell him Bruno Sammartino died. So yes, there were people in the files, Stevie Wonder, because he refused to play for the Israeli army. So there are people in the files that are in it for those reasons, but I'm talking about the people that have done shit to people and children. If they're in the files for that reason, I don't give a fuck who they are. Democrat, Republican, Independent, I don't give a shit. Out of here. Into the sea. I shouldn't say into the sea. Why pollute the sea? Live in a hole in the ground. I don't care who you are. Don't care who you are.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's really telling to me how all the like conspiracy brain dorks are trying to make excuses for like um Elon Musk, for example, being
Ugh.
and obviously Donald Trump's in there a bunch of times. Like, I don't know, people, okay. Obviously, I think people who prey on children should be imprisoned at best.
Mhm.
But have you noticed there's a certain kind of person who makes like their whole personality like pedophile hunter? And I'm suspicious of those people because,
Yeah.
it's usually either QAnon shit
Yeah.
or they've just gotten like really unhealthily into true crime. And with these people, I always wonder, like, what would you say if the person who is accused of, abusing children was like someone you knew personally?
Yeah.
And
Like, would you have the same vitriol?
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, I wonder. I mean, on the surface, like the wanting to root out pedophiles is obviously a noble cause, but yeah, like it does. Oh shit, who's that? Oh God, what's his name? Who they made that fucking stupid movie about the child trafficking? I can't remember his fucking name.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking
God
about.
damn it, I don't remember his name.
Remembering.
Anyway, but like here was a guy who was going on and on about child trafficking, where like when they looked in his operation, a lot of the ways he was trying to root out child traffickers was child trafficking himself, and also was a sex pest. And so it's like whenever you see all this stuff, it's almost like you're protesting too much. Like
Yep.
definitely be disgusted.
Yep.
Like I'm disgusted, but yeah, don't make it your personality. You can be disgusted, unless you're in Congress, then you can, because you need to root these people out. They can be obsessed with it because they need to get rid of these people.
Yeah, the whole accusation of like transgender people, like
Yeah,
grooming minors or whatever, it's like you realize that the former Republican Speaker of the House, Dennis Hastert, is actually a convicted pedophile,
he
right?
sure as shit is. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, people talk about like, will Joe Biden get, him being like too a little, yeah, I would agree he's been a little creepy around women in public. And, if they find something out about him, then go away.
Hmm.
Bye. Like and again, you and I have already talked about at length things we don't like about Joe Biden, but like, he's a creep, sure. I don't know if it's like that chummy grandfather type of creep, but I've seen people like that. I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable with it, but
Right.
boy, there's a difference between that and Dennis Hastert. At least as far as we know. Like shit, again, if stuff comes out and there's similar stuff to Hastert, yeah, they'll say the same thing. Fuck the guy. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's the same. It's not the same thing as this, but just gonna and we're running out of time. Fuck. I'm gonna relate this to like you and I both listen to metal,
Hmm.
and you and I have both had to get rid of people in our collections, in our fandom, in our hearts that ended up being pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And I know it's not. I am not saying they're equal. They are nowhere near equal. But what I'm saying is there's enough people in this world who are not like this, who are not pieces of shit, that if somebody in your circle is doing shit like this, get the fuck rid of them. Get them out of
Mhm.
here. Go. If King Charles can arrest his brother, and
That
I'm not
does
giving Charles that much credit because like this could have come way sooner, but come on.
it does seem like a Game of Thrones type of thing where he genuinely loathed his brother and was kind
Yeah, yeah. And just
of
give him the little nudge.
yeah.
But still, it happened. And again, like fuck the royal family. I am not defending them or like giving them any credit, but get rid of them.
Hmm.
All right, we're running out of time. Anything you want to add?
God, not really. So
All
good
right.
night.
Come back next week for beers that Helen and I are going to try to hate.
Yes.
We'll see.